Is it getting any easier to be a rock band with instruments and actually that plays music and everything? Because it seems like more and more people are shifting to electronic music, and that rock acts are not having spots to get that sort of a public display that they used to. And I don't know if it's because companies have figured out it's cheaper to just send people with electronics.
No, I mean, we're really cheap. No, I think we talk about it every night. For us, the bands aren't really dying out. What's happening is people are trying to figure out ways to kind of do amalgamations of modern and old. You know what I mean? I think the modern music had it right first when all the dance music was getting samples from like the 1950s and putting it on top of the electronic music. So then you were bringing two genres together. And now what's happening is a lot of bands are paying heed to what's contemporary and adding that to their music. So they did the flip part first. We're just following suit. A lot of bands were thinking about how do you meet a generation today. You know, you don't want to just talk to people that know exactly what you know about music. You want to learn. You got to meet people in the middle if you want to have those people be part of your family. You know, what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
There's a ton of bands out there too, just waiting for that pendulum to swing back. You know, the guys are still in their rooms playing guitar. Rock and roll will never die that way.
You just have to be there waiting for it because it's coming. It will be. Everything moves in cycles, right?
It's brewing under the surface. It's always going to be there, and it's just waiting for it to come back.
You just hope it comes back, though. Like, there's probably a hair metal guy right now who's pushing 50. He's like, fuck, I don't have much time. Come back soon.
Exactly.
His daughter plays metal guitar. She's 6.
How long have you guys been?
Alchemist or something. This guy, he's just waiting. He's traveling through the desert looking for that bar somewhere.
Yeah, how long have you guys been together?
We've been together for 7 years, going on almost 8 years. Yeah,
that's a relatively young band to have toured. I know you guys toured with the Stones as well. Like, you've had some major exposure, which is great. But for a kind of a young band, that's pretty impressive.
It all happened the first year.
We've been waiting for the last 7 years, coasting ever since then.
Do you guys have any being in a band is difficult because there's 5 of you. It's like a 5-way marriage. So is there any like oh shit we should break up, or do you guys have like a good working relationship?
I think just like a marriage, you make it work, and it's always great. And I think sometimes when there are bumps, it leads you to doing something interesting and new in order to work it out, and you always end up better on the other side.
By the way, ABBA won't get together for $1 billion. They want $1 billion. What happens in a band where $1 billion doesn't convince you to get back together?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
When you have $3 billion, you don't need the extra $1 billion.
I guess that's what it is.
That's probably it.
How great would it have been, by the way, if you'd asked that question and one of them had been like, no, everything's good, and at the same time the other one's going, yeah, no, things are bad.
That's what I was hoping for. 5 people.
One person is like crying in the corner.
Well, I was telling you guys before we got on the air that I'm a fan of your band, and I became a fan of the band because of production that we were doing, like for the show that I sometimes don't know. Our production guy Troy just finds cool new music. And he puts elements of it into the production stuff that we do. And I had no idea that you guys were responsible for some of that, but you are.
We're responsible for all of it.
All of it, every last bit. Do you guys want to perform something for us?
Absolutely not. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. The album is available.
Wouldn't that be great if they told us to go fuck ourselves and just walk out?
Exactly. With the $1 billion anyway. So this song we're going to do is a song called Doing What You're Doing. And it's a song we kind of wrote according to an event that happened on Venice Beach one magical Sunday afternoon, and there was this police altercation, and the cop broke up the crowd, and he said, all right, everybody get back to doing what you're doing. And I was like, oh, sugar. and so then I was like, it'd be a great title because, you know, how often in life, whether it be a relationship or whether it be after work is over or once you've gotten through a major stress thing, all of a sudden you're like, oh God, I'm back in my flow. Let me get back to doing what I was doing. And I think a lot of people related. It was really funny. There was this little girl on the beach one time when we were writing it, and I asked her, you know, how's this phrase sound to you? You know, I was like, all right, now everybody get back to doing what you're doing. She's like, it's perfect. It's like at the end of the day when I have my cigarette and I'm walking down the street. So I was like, this is fucking cool. It's doing what you're doing, everybody. If you're home, come on. Come on. Feel it, feel it. All right now, everybody, just get back to doing what you were doing. All right now, everybody, just get back to doing what you were doing. Why don't we allow ourselves to be the legends while we're living? Where are all the hands we held? Tell me, when life was humble and forgiving, you gotta carry on, got to carry on. All right now, everybody, just get back to doing what you were doing. You see what I mean? All right now, everybody, just get back to doing what you were doing. Lay down your arms in love, lower your shoulders and be lovers. The war that tore us apart, but it can't change the fact that we are all each other. You gotta carry on right back to the sun. All right now, everybody, just get back to doing what you were doing. Friends, you see what I mean? All right now, everybody, just get back to doing what you were doing. You gotta carry on, All right now, everybody, just get back to doing what you were doing. You see what I mean? All right now, everybody, just get back to doing what you were doing. You see what I mean? 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 Come on. May the red sun go see to the green, down into the blue water for our sons and daughters. Yes, for our sons and daughters. You see what I mean? 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 All right, everybody, get back to doing what you were doing.
That was terrific.
Great.
Really
great.
Thanks.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Have
God,
you,
I want to be in a band. How
Yeah,
much
right.
fun would that be?
Or just have musical ability at all.
Or comedic ability. I'll
That would
take
be great.
anything. That
Anything
was really
artistic.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, now, obviously, the performing part in the morning is difficult for you. For the singer is always the one who has to like get their voice ready in the morning, and normally they don't sound that amazing fucking this early.
I used to say,
Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, I like singing in the morning.
You do.
Is that right?
Yeah, you got to. I don't know. It's like one of those things. Like, you know how you watch all those old black and white movies and people get out of the bed singing.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's
if you,
you.
If you just convince yourself, I'm just in like some 1950s movie, and can the sun really rise without voice and song?
Yeah.
The answer is no.
And
And so you just sing, you just do it. It comes out. You feel good about it.
you're promoting a tour as well. You have a bunch of dates here, October 13th, 14th in New York. You're in Bloomington, Illinois. Where can they go to get all of your dates so we can promote? Is it your website is?
VintageTrouble.com.
Okay, yeah, go there, and you can also, they have Milwaukee, St. Paul, Chicago, Toronto, Detroit, Indianapolis, all of these coming up, and they're promoting. The new single is Knock Me Out, and are you guys going to do that one too?
Yeah, but first, we're gonna pay homage to
Yes.
Yield promotion song. which is a song called Blues Hand Me Down. Okay. It's actually the song where we got our band name from, and a friend of mine was asking me, we were going through the airport, and she was like, was your dad Trouble? And I said, my dad is Vintage Trouble, you know. And at that time we were writing the song, and I wrote a line in it, I come from vintage trouble, look out from the one you found. And so all of a sudden, you know, it felt all like, you know, we come from vintage trouble. Like it was a band name, so we just took it on, but the song line actually came first.
Wow.
So this song named the band, and do you want us to do that now?
Sure.
I would love
Absolutely.
to hear it. Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing. We did this acoustic album, so it's going to be a little different version than you're used to hearing.
Sure.
But hey, mix your head up. It's time for change. I come from vintage trouble. Look out, I found the one you found. I pop your bubble with my live wired straight shooting dirty mouth. One more again. My papa was a blues man, gave me the blues, hand me down. An alligator shoes man gave me the blues, hand me down. Moonshine drinking, doing everything but thinking, blues hand me down. Fighter, love, no fucking around. And just like my brother, he stood on shaky ground. Wheeling and hustling, dealing and shuffling, blues hand me down. Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul. Oh, and they did not do, they didn't know. If I don't love, no fucking around. And just like my brother, he stood on shaky ground. His pride took the best of him, his walking took the rest of him, blues and down. Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul. Oh, he didn't know, they never know. Hand me down blues, hand me down blues, hand me down blues, hand me down, hand me down. Hand me down blues, hand me down, hand me down blues, hand me down blues, hand me down, hand me down blues, hand me down blues, hand me down blues, hand me down. Hand me down. Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Amazing.
Isn't it amazing to see
Wow.
that stuff done live? Like to see the harmonies all come together. Like you hear it on a recording and you imagine that it's just like studio pieces
I know.
kind of
it's
being.
like porno magazines and strip clubs.
That's it.
I do both at the same time. It's the only way I can come. It
Like
really
it
is
all
incredible.
comes together.
Really, really great, man.
Thank
to see
you,
that,
thank you.
especially because a lot of times bands come in, it's kind of harder for them to, hey, they perform. It's not the ideal setting. Absolutely fantastic.
Or the acoustic version is really like totally just stripped down to nothing.
Yeah,
and
totes
it's-
diff, totes
right.
diff.
Right. Totes diff.
Stiff.
Totes
I
diff.
wish I could. We okay? What time? Where we at? We're good. Okay.
Yeah.
I wish I could sing. Like, it must be fun just to sing like covers of shit you like. Like, it must just be fun to be able to sing or to be musical.
You just want to sing like Ozzy.
If there was one song, if say like you did have that talent that you say you don't have, like what would that song be for you?
It's
In
a-
your dreams, like what is that song? What's the shower song? What's the brush in front of the mirror? What's the air guitar song?
So who is if there was the one song, who would it be?
I would probably have to say the Birmingham Jail.
oh,
By who?
What's that?
It's an old song. It was in Stir Crazy. And it's a guy, it was sang by Grossberger. Do you guys ever see Stir Crazy with Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder?
We haven't walked with the chicken suits. With the chicken suits.
There's a really cool.
Yeah. That's we bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Down in the valley. Yeah, that's the song. It's fucking.
Well, it
awesome.
doesn't sound like that.
No, it doesn't.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Curtis,
It's sang by somebody with a gift.
Curtis Mayfield did the rest of the soundtrack, though.
What's that?
Curtis Mayfield did the rest of the soundtrack. I
For
think.
Stir Crazy?
I think
He might have. I don't know.
think so.
That was the song they took from the film. Actually, this big monster of a man could actually sing. It was a great.
Right.
My grandmother took me to see that, and when they started cursing, I was like, "Oh fuck, the old bag's gonna drag me out." I was a kid.
That's funny.
So I would like
Monster of
to.
Men sing too.
I would like to hear the new single
I would really want to hear
that everybody's talking about.
Oh my God.
I keep hearing about this new single, and I'm like, I got to hear it live.
Well, the cool part about this song for us is that we wrote it a few months before Muhammad Ali passed away, and we weren't really thinking about it being something that would remind us about fighting, because at that time, if you remember, a lot of crazy stuff had not quite picked up yet like it has now. And so now, besides it being a song about the greatest, Muhammad Ali, it's also a song that's a tough love song during this time. People like to have these little slow songs. We're going to tough love people into knowing that there's nothing can knock them out.
Ready?
Get ready. Seatbelts.
Seatbelt.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I'm not your enemy from where I stand. Hard knocks, no sympathy, the homemade man. But there's a fire that's inside of me, ignited by emotion. And faster than the eye can see, this butterfly will be floating. Cause I say, without a doubt about my way, no way around it, be brave. I dare you to knock me out. Hey! I dare you to knock me out. All sound goes frozen, all eyes on me. Cause I'm the chosen, the next Ali. So give me your attention, please. Behold the main attraction. Those are words you can't believe. Yeah, you get your satisfaction. Cause I say, without a doubt about my way, no way around it, be brave. I dare you to knock me out. Hey! I dare you to knock me out. To knock me out. Shuffle, no stop. Cross swinging, body dropping. I dare you to knock me out. Up the middle, side step. Cut, give it right, left. In the name of my Father and the Father, and my Son that is the Father, I dare you to knock me out. Knock me out. Dare to knock me out. Give me your hands, give me your hands, give me your hands. Cause I say, without a doubt about my way, no way around it, be brave. I dare you to knock me out, hey! I dare you to knock me out. I dare you, shuffle, no stop. I dare you, up the middle side step, knock me out. Cut, give it right, left.
Fucking awesome.
Wow.
God damn, guys.
Amazing.
That was really,
Thank
really
you.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys are tremendous.
holy shit. It was good, man. I really liked it.
That was really great.